everyone, it is Jazz here. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my to be read for the Audiobookathon round 2. This round is taking place from March 8th to March 20th, and it is hosted, or the lead host, I should say, is the Bookish Porcupine. I will link you to her announcement video in the description so you can check out all the info on it. Super excited for round 2 of this readathon. Had a really good time during the first round, listening to some audiobooks, and also I'm doing a couple of buddy reads during the month of March at the same time, but I still wanted to do a readathon this month because I have spring break this month, and I just really wanted to have that spring breaky vacay with some books, and I think I can do all of those things by doing Audiobookathon. So very excited. Let's jump into the challenges and go for it. I already own an audiobook that will be perfect for the first 3 challenges. So I'm just gonna read one book for those first 3 challenges, which are to listen to a book narrated by the author, listen to a nonfiction audiobook, and to listen to a full cast narration. So for this, I'm planning to listen to As You Wish by Carrie Elwes. So Carrie Elwes wrote this book about his experience doing The Princess Bride, and obviously he's narrating some of this book, but in addition there will be some guest actors from that film or people involved in that film also reading this audiobook. So I'm just going to count it as a full cast narration, and I think it's going to be a good nonfiction read. I'm hoping it will have some humorous moments in it as well. The 4th challenge is to listen to a short audiobook, which to qualify for this, it has to be under 6 hours long. For this, I'm going to be reading Viva Durant and The Secret of the Silver Buttons by Bahani Turpin. So this is a book that I got as one of like the free Audible originals that you get offered every month like a few months ago, and it's just kind of been sitting in my library. So I'd like to give it a try and give it a listen. I think it's kind of like a middle grade sort of aged book, which is why it's such a short one, but it sounds like it's gonna be like a music kind of related mystery, which definitely sparks my interest. Challenge 5 is to listen to a favorite book. This can be either your favorite or someone else's. I'm going with a favorite of mine because in November of last year, I got the audiobook for Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West by Gregory Maguire, and I have not yet gotten to listen to it and reread that book in audiobook, so I'm gonna pick that one. I haven't had much success with completing that series, the whatever it's called, the Oz series or whatever, the Wicked series. But I'm hoping that I will like this Wicked audiobook and that maybe I could complete the series through audiobook. So wish me luck. Hope that I enjoy the audiobook of Wicked and enjoy my reread of that. Oh my goodness, words are hard. Challenge number 6 is the only one that I'm unfortunately deciding to skip, even though it is a really great challenge, don't get me wrong, and it is to read one of the host's favorite audiobooks. Now, the only reason I'm skipping this is because 2 of the books on the list I have already read, and they were like close to now, like they weren't that long ago, so I don't really feel like rereading them. And the other reason is that the other books on that list were books that I didn't currently feel in the mood to listen to, so I decided to just choose a different book that I need to read anyway. So I'm going to be reading Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. So this is the book that I am reading with the book group I'm involved in on Goodreads called Shiny Reads. That is the book that we have chosen to read together, and I'm audiobooking it anyway, so I'm just gonna read that instead of doing challenge 6. The final challenge is to listen to a fictional audiobook read by a celebrity. So I think I might have to update you guys on social media or something like that on what book I decided to choose, because I have 3 options of books that I do really want to read, and it really just depends on if I want to stick with the books that I already have in my current library of audiobooks, or if I want to get something new and try out something new. But my first option, if I decide to just stick with what's already in my library, is to do a listening reread of The Great Gatsby. This is an audiobook narrated by Jake Gyllenhaal. And then if I decide to choose a new book that I want to listen to, I'm either going to listen to The Turn of the Screw, which is narrated by Emma Thompson, or I'm going to choose to listen to Casino Royale, which is the first book in the James Bond series, and that is narrated by Dan Stevens. So any of those sound great to me. They all sound great, but I'm only going to pick one, and it kind of just depends on my mood. I'm just going to leave it up to my mood, but those are my audiobook options for this challenge. That is my TBR for the Audiobookathon. Really excited to join this readathon for the month of March. And let me know what you think about all my audiobook options. And maybe you guys can, in the comments, help me choose which of the books I should read for the final challenge, because, you know, they all seem great. I will be doing updates on my Instagram and also my Twitter on how I'm doing in the readathon, so I will link you, as usual, to all my social media below in the description if you want to check those updates out. And that is it for today, my fabulous peeps. I will see you all soon. Bye!